What is up, YouTube? I am back with another video. Yes, it's been about a week or two since my last video. I've already explained before why I'm not able to come back. I go to college in a small town. I mean, look at me. I'm not even able to come back to get just a haircut. But we move on. As you can see, I'm on tiermaker.com, and today I'm just going to be placing where I think each team is going to finish by the end of the season. Now, if you know me and you've watched my other videos, you know that I'm a Manchester City fan. So you could be thinking to yourself, piss off Augie, you're just here to rub it in that your team won the league. I mean, no, I promise you I'm not here just to rub it in, or I'm not going to rub it in. Yes, I do believe Manchester City is going to win the league, but I also think, I wouldn't say far from over, but this league is still not over. We've still got about 16, 15 games about. Anything can happen. We've seen teams jump from first to sixth, first to ninth. There was talks of Everton at the beginning of the year winning the league. I mean, it's just been a crazy year, and I know it's starting to shape up like any other Manchester City year when they win the league, but who knows? Anything could still happen. We've seen bigger leagues be blown. But let's just get straight into it. So yes, I will have Manchester City at the top of the league. We picked up form at the best possible time. We had some really tough results recently, and still have some with West Ham, Arsenal, West Ham, then Man United. But it doesn't look like we're going to seem to be. It doesn't seem like we're going to drop any points when we defeated Liverpool so far, convincingly, Spurs, and now Everton, and it just doesn't seem like Manchester City are going to be slowing down. All I hope for is if they can carry that into the Champions League. But for second place, it's a tie right now. Manchester United are only up on goal differential, but they've done pretty well. They've surprised me this year. Of course, I don't like them and whatever, but I do have to give credit where credit is due. Bruno has been phenomenal yet again, and when he's on, this whole United team is something else. They're a force to be reckoned with, but they still have their inconsistencies in the back, which is why they probably won't win the league, but who knows. Third place. This third, fourth, and fifth spot is going to be probably the toughest for me on this video, just because as of right now it is Leicester. Like I said, they're only down on goal differential, 46 points, and they're up 4 points on Chelsea. Ooh, this is so tough because interesting fact on Leicester, they're the only team in the top four that has not been dropped from the top four. They've stayed in at least 4 and up. But I just think that this Tuchel's side, ever since Lampard got fired, I mean, if we would have asked me and I would have done this video weeks ago like I wanted to, I wouldn't have Chelsea. I wouldn't even consider them for top 4. I would have them probably like 6 or something. But now that they have this new manager, they even got this manager even got Werner scoring. I mean, yeah. So anything's possible for them now, and I just think Leicester will drop just enough points for Chelsea to overtake. I think they'll stay consistent enough to get third place. Now, fourth place. As of right now, it's Chelsea, but I just said I think they're going to get third. So it's either between Leicester, West Ham, and Liverpool. I mean, even maybe Everton or Aston Villa, but no, I'm not. We'll just keep it in between Leicester, West Ham, or Liverpool. This is tough right now because as of right now, Liverpool are 1-0 down to Everton, which I wish I could be watching, but because of restrictions, I can't. But anyways, ooh. This is tough because, like I said, I just gave all this praise to Leicester of how they haven't been dropped from the top 4, but I'm considering maybe not having the top 4. I guess I don't know. If you would have asked me before Liverpool had went down to Everton 1-0, and that could totally change, but it's hard to see a year recently now, especially now how Liverpool have been playing recently. It's hard to see them not making top 4. I know they have all these injuries, and it's just a tough time for them right now. Klopp's mom died, which you got to feel for, so he's probably not in the best mental state. We all know that Liverpool's not in the best mental state right now when it comes to football. And it's hard for Pep to get him motivated when he's probably not even that motivated himself right now. But I still believe it's not enough for them not to be in the top 4. But it is what it is. And as of right now, they're in 6th place. 2 points off top 4. But I don't know. This is so tough. Ooh. I'm going to make a bold prediction. I'm sorry, Leicester fans. I'm going to make a bold prediction and give the 4th place spot to Liverpool. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. If you're a Leicester fan, you might have clicked off. It is what it is. I could be so wrong and sound dumb right now, but I'm just going to have to give y'all 5th spot. Y'all have been pretty good this year. Y'all handed us our biggest defeat of the year. I don't know. It's just tough to see this Liverpool side. Ooh. It's tough to see this Liverpool side not get top 4, even though how bad they're playing lately. I mean, surely not, right? We've seen teams that have won the Premier League totally go downhill after that, but it's hard to see Liverpool go that downhill. Anyway, let's move on. 6th place. So now that leaves us West Ham, Everton, and Aston Villa. Between those 3, I think it's between those 3. Or no, let's just stick it to West Ham and Everton. As a West Ham fan, you couldn't ask more out of this season. I mean, I thought y'all would be fighting relegation, but here y'all are, 5th spot, competing for European football. So y'all are living the dream right now. But I do. Reality is gonna hit. Sorry, West Ham fans. I'm gonna give 6th place spot to Everton. I think Ancelotti is a great manager. I mean, he had a lot of people believing that they were going to be competing for the title. Of course, they fell short of it, and now they're competing for European football. But I don't think they'll get it, but they'll at least get 6th place. And then for 7th place, I'm gonna have to give it to West Ham. It's not a bad year for y'all. I mean, if y'all get 7th, I think y'all should be happy with that. Y'all just got Lingard, who scored a brace on his debut. It's going up, and y'all could definitely start edging your way towards European football next year. But I just think this year is not the year. Now for 8th place. As of now, it's Aston Villa with 36 points, 2 games behind Liverpool, everybody else in the top 6, and then they're 1 game behind Everton. So if they win their games in hand, they could go in front of Everton, but I don't believe they will. And then they got Spurs under them, who have a game in hand on Aston Villa, so they're tied on points, but Aston Villa still have a game to play. So if they win, they can go 3 points clear of Tottenham. I'm gonna give it to Aston Villa. I think Jack Grealish is having another amazing year, and they definitely have their up and downs, but I think they'll pull enough just to get that 8th place spot. Now for 9th place. As it currently stands, it's Tottenham Hotspur. Like I said, they're tied with Aston Villa for 36 points. They're 2 points clear of Arsenal right behind them, and they still have a game in hand on Arsenal. But I think this is the fall of Mourinho, man. I think this is going to be his last year with Spurs, and definitely his last year in the Prem. Because who else can he manage after this? I mean, he's not getting Man City. He's not going back to Man United, Chelsea. He's definitely not managing Liverpool, and I think Leicester and Everton are fine with the managers they have now. So I think this is his last year. And yeah, I think it's just going to go down for him, because I'm going to give it to Arsenal. I believe in my man Arteta. I think he's a good manager. I just think he's just in a tough spot with his Arsenal team, but I think he'll pull enough just to get above Tottenham. Now, if you're a Tottenham fan, you probably have already clicked off the video since y'all didn't see yourself in the top 5. But sorry, I'm going to give y'all 10th spot. Like I said, I think this is the fall of Mourinho, so I'm going to give y'all 10th. Now, for 11th place. 11th place right now is Wolves. I wasn't expecting this. I thought they would be definitely higher up the table. I am Mexican, so I do love to see Jimenez do well. he got that big head injury, which has him out for the rest of the season. And it's surprising. I knew he was a key player for them, but it's surprising how bad they're doing without him. I mean, it's crazy to see how poorly they've been playing now. So I'm not even going to give them the 11th spot. I think they're going to go down further down the table, and I think they're going to concede that 11th spot to Leeds. Yes, this Leeds team looked phenomenal at the beginning of the year. They had that goal splendor versus Liverpool and then Fulham, and they're always an exciting team to watch as a neutral. I mean, I don't know how many games they've had, which is 4+ goals for each team. So yeah, they're a good team to watch. They have dipped in form recently, but I think they'll do enough just to get above Wolves. Now, so this 12th and 13th place is now between Wolves and Southampton. So Southampton have 23 matches, so they're 2 behind Wolves. And they're with 2 games less, they're only 3 points. No, hold on. So Southampton 29, Wolves 33. Okay. So if they win their 2 games in hand, they can go 2 points clear of Wolves. But even though I was talking poorly on Wolves and how bad they've been doing, I think they'll do enough to get that 12th spot. Like, it really matters. But I think it's just because of that 9-0 versus Man United. I mean, back-to-back years, I believe that it was 9-0. It could have been the year before, but that's just terrible to have on your resume as a manager. And I just can't imagine what the players are thinking now, having 2 games 9-0. I mean, that has to be embarrassing. And yeah, I just think they'll just pull just enough results just to stay where they're at, basically. Now for 14th and 15th. 14 right now is Crystal Palace. They're at 29 points. And then Burnley behind them with 27. They have the same amount of matches, so don't need to worry about games in hand. So out of those 2 sides, actually let's throw in Brighton in there too. So Brighton have 26. Out of those 3 sides, even though they don't have Zaha no more, oh my god, and they've been really poor lately, I still think they got more quality on their team even without Zaha to get that 14th spot. Now between Brighton and Burnley, that's another tough one, just because I always feel like Burnley's a tough match for most teams, especially on the higher end of the table, except for Man City. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Man City fan, but we always seem to beat them comfortably. But for everybody else, they're always a bastard of a team to play. But I think Brighton have more quality on them to get past Burnley. They've had a couple great matches, like the one versus Man United, and yeah, I think they got enough quality to get ahead of them. But I don't even think there's a debate right here. They'll definitely get 16th. This Newcastle side is so poor, and I hate to say it just because I don't know if you guys know him, but I watched this guy named True Geordie. He hosts the Kickoff podcast, and his team's Newcastle, so I hate to see them do so bad and even be in talks of getting relegated, but that's just how it is right now, and they've been piss poor lately. Now, who am I going to give the 17th spot to? This is a tough one just because even though Newcastle do so bad, and if this was any other year, they would probably be in the relegation zone. But they just always seem to pull some results out their ass out of nowhere, like the one versus Everton, the one versus Liverpool. They just always seem to get points when needed, and it sucks to say because I like this Fulham team, especially recently. They've been playing really well, and if they can at least survive this year, I think they could have a decent run in the Prem. But I'm just gonna have to give it to Newcastle. It sucks to say about any team getting relegated, just because honestly I liked about every team. This is one of the only years I've liked about any team in the Prem, other than of course Man United, and I think I've expressed this. I don't really like Spurs either. But it's just the way it is. 3 teams have to go down, and it sucks to say, but I think Fulham will just go down, just being a couple points under Newcastle. And in between, I know this doesn't mean much, but between these two, who's going to be last? I can't believe the Sheffield United side is in last right now. If another guy watching the kickoff, his name is Rory, he predicted at the beginning of the season that Sheffield was going to go down. And when he first said that, I really thought this was just an outrageous prediction from Rory again, but he absolutely banged it, and I don't know how. I don't know what inside information he got that led him to believe that this side was going to go down, because last year they had such a great year. I feel like they got kind of screwed over by VAR and no calls really going the way. I feel like they should have probably finished a little higher up the table last year. And I knew they wouldn't be as good as they were last season, but I did not expect them to go this far down to where they're last in the Prem. But I'm going to give it to y'all just to get that 19th spot, just because y'all have picked up a little bit of form now. And I also believe that this West Brom team, they just concede too many goals. They've conceded the most in the Prem. Yep, they've conceded 55, and that's about 15 more than any other team in the league. And I don't know if I'm saying this just because I'm salty that they got a draw against us, and I know that they seem to take a lot of points off the top teams. Like, they took points off us, Man United, Liverpool. But y'all just concede too much. I believe y'all are going to get the last place. I'm sure y'all could care less just because y'all are getting relegated. But yeah, so this is my table. Let me know what you guys think and what changes you guys would make if you would. I don't care if you're calling me a knob or whatever. I just want some engagement. Yeah, so future videos. I wanted to make a video over this Everton-Liverpool game, but I'm not able to watch it. But videos I for sure want to make in the future, if I can get back here and make them, is Champions League. I want to make predictions over the legs. I know the first leg has already gone for some teams, and I doubt I can make a video before the second leg, another leg goes by. Or not the other leg, but the first leg goes by for the rest of the teams this week. But I will try my best to come back to at least make videos for the next rounds, and I want to carry on from there. So that's my plan. But that's it for today. So please like and subscribe. I'd appreciate it a lot if y'all could, if you're a new viewer, if you could subscribe to this. It would mean a lot to me. But yeah, until then, see you next time.